This is such a great question. It looks like it's going to be really, really hard, right? We have the scatter plot, there's a little bit of a story, and then when we look at the answers, there's these crazy numbers, 2.31. Like we just don't like decimals, right? They kind of make us nervous. But none of it matters. Because if we look at the answer choices, the numbers are weird, but they're the same weird numbers in every single choice. So it's not about the numbers. What's different? It's the signs that are different, right? And we have to recognize that this is giving us standard form, right? This is the y equals ax squared plus bx plus c version of a quadratic. So right away, I'm just thinking, okay, what does that version tell me? Well, it first of all tells me the direction, right? The a term is going to tell me whether this thing opens up or down. And if I kind of roughly draw the parabola that this corresponds to, we can see this has a negative a. It opens downward. So just like that, it's got to be C or D, right? They have negative numbers in front of the x squared term. The a's are less than 0. So that is great. Then you might remember from the lesson that the b term doesn't really matter, right? So this plus or minus here, in a sense, it matters because it's going to determine the shape of the equation if we graph it. But in like a quick shortcut way, it doesn't matter. The b term does not tell us anything really obvious about the parabola's shape, but the end part does, right? So this part here, that's the c term, and we know that that gives us the y-intercept. So again, we're kind of just asking, is the y-intercept positive or negative? Well, it's hard to know what it is because I kind of just drew a sketch, but we clearly see it's positive, right? It's on the positive side of the y-axis. So, okay, 651 is positive, so choice C. And that's it. Notice there's no Desmos here. There's no math involved. There's just understanding the vocabulary or the landmarks, whatever you want to call it, the formulas. But if you memorize that, if you're conversant with that language of quadratics and parabolas, a lot of questions involving quadratics and parabolas are literally going to take you 10 seconds. So this looks intimidating, but it is a 10-second question if you have studied and prepared.